Have you ever felt like growing up, everything was about your parent? Like no matter what you did, it was never enough and your feelings didn't really matter? If you can relate to that, you might have had a narcissistic parent. And trust me, you're not alone. Let me break it down for you, what it's like growing up with a narcissistic parent, how it affects you, and most importantly, how you can start healing. What's a narcissistic parent? Alright, so first off, what exactly is a narcissistic parent? It's a parent who's all about themselves. They're super self-absorbed, controlling, and don't really care much about your feelings. In their world, it's all about their image, their wants, their needs. Instead of giving you that unconditional love you deserve, they make you feel like you've got to earn their approval, whether it's through your achievements or just by being who they want you to be. Pretty toxic, right? Signs you might have had a narcissistic parent. Let's go through some of the signs. Maybe some of these will sound familiar to you. 1. Emotional neglect. They ignored your feelings. Maybe you heard stuff like, "Stop being so dramatic," or "You're overreacting." Your emotions didn't seem important to them. 2. Constant criticism. No matter what you did, it was never good enough. Whether it was your grades, your looks, or your choices, there was always something to criticize. The standards they set? Impossible. 3. Manipulation and control. Narcissistic parents are pros at manipulation. Maybe they guilt-tripped you, made you feel like it was your job to make them happy, or used affection as a reward when you did what they wanted. 4. No boundaries. Your personal space? Yeah, that didn't exist. They might have been overly involved in your decisions, criticized your independence, or made you feel like you always had to answer to them. 5. They made everything about themselves. Your accomplishments? Somehow they took credit for them. Your struggles? They minimized them, or even worse, made it about their hardships. It always came back to them. How this messes you up as an adult. Okay, so what happens when you grow up with a narcissistic parent? The effects last long after childhood, and it can mess with you in a lot of ways. 1. Low self-esteem. You're left feeling like nothing you do is ever enough. You might constantly second-guess yourself. 2. People-pleasing. Saying no? Setting boundaries? That might feel impossible because you're scared of rejection or making people upset. 3. Trust issues. After years of being manipulated, trusting people, especially those in authority, can feel pretty scary. 4. Emotional confusion. You might have a hard time identifying or accepting your own feelings because growing up they were always dismissed. 5. Attracted to toxic relationships. Without realizing it, you might be drawn to relationships with people who treat you the way your parent did. It's familiar, even though it's harmful. How to heal from a narcissistic parent. So, how do you heal from all of this? It's not easy, but it's totally possible. Here's where you can start. 1. Acknowledge it happened. The first step is accepting that your childhood wasn't healthy. It wasn't your fault. You didn't deserve to be treated that way, and you're allowed to feel hurt by it. 2. Set boundaries. If your narcissistic parent is still in your life, it's time to set some boundaries. You don't have to engage with their toxic behavior. It's okay to distance yourself if that's what you need for your mental health. 3. Therapy helps big time. Talking to a therapist who understands narcissistic abuse can be a game changer. They'll help you work through those deep-rooted issues, rebuild your self-worth, and learn healthier ways to cope. 4. Reconnect with your feelings. After years of having your emotions brushed aside, it's time to reconnect with them. Journaling, mindfulness, or just taking time to sit with your feelings can help you get back in touch with yourself. 5. Break the cycle. The most powerful thing you can do? Break the cycle. Whether it's in your relationships or your own parenting, commit to being emotionally honest, empathetic, and setting healthy boundaries. 6. Build a support system. Surround yourself with people who value you for who you are, people who respect your boundaries and lift you up. Having a solid support system is key in your healing process. Conclusion. Growing up with a narcissistic parent can leave some serious emotional scars, but here's the good news. You can heal. It's It's not going to happen overnight, but with time, therapy, and self-compassion, you can rebuild yourself and break free from their toxic influence. You deserve love, respect, and to feel whole, things your parent might not have given you but that you can learn to give to yourself. This sounds like your story, or you know someone who's going through it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share this video. We're here to support each other and help you take back control of your life. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you in the next one.